Hello, my name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. Now, our subject for today is right up here, and here's what it says. Powerful truth about the world. It mirrors your beliefs. The world mirrors your beliefs. Now, this is a very interesting topic, and let's look at a question to begin with it. And what if I was to tell you that every person and situation that you encounter is a mirror reflecting your own beliefs back to you? It is a mirror reflecting your beliefs back to you through the outside situation or the outside encounter with others. Oh, this is kind of interesting. How would you answer that? Do you think that what you see outside, what you experience outside, is only you and various aspects of yourself? Oh, this is going to be interesting. And this is our model. So let us open up the model and take a look at what is there. Now you see here, now we're going to start over on the other side here. This right here represents you. I probably should have put that on there. Okay? Imagine that this is you. Right there. Now, you'll notice in you, in that diagram of you, I have the five senses spelled out because we encounter the world only through our sensory input. The body does not experience the world directly in any way. It always must go through the senses. So the senses take in information about the outside environment, whatever it is, whether it is, and it's all energy, but it is taken in as input data, and then the data must be interpreted, and the body then becomes informed as to what's going on outside. It does not. The body, the senses, do not tell you anything directly about what is going on outside. Everything that you think is going on outside must first be interpreted inside. In the egoic world, we say, oh no, my body knows, my eyes know, my nose smells, it knows stuff. Don't know nothing. It's your mind. It is the interpretation of the data. Through your belief system, through all your beliefs that determine for you what is outside. And you don't know it directly. So you are assuming certain things based upon models that you have developed over time. So you don't see the world directly, ever. You always see it as an interpretation of your belief system through your mind. Oh no, we think, wait, we know stuff. The body knows. The body knows nothing directly. The body without the mind is useless. The body, in that sense, is a servant to the mind. And I will reference that. I have a couple of videos. One is the body is servant to the mind, and the other one, almost like it, says the body is the whipping boy for what the mind does. The body is the whipping boy. You know what a whipping boy is? That goes back to medieval times when you had a prince, and the prince would have a friend, and the friend was made close relationships with the prince. And then when the prince did something wrong, they beat the whipping boy. And that was supposed to help the prince learn his lesson. Oh, my friend is getting hurt. So the whipping boy gets hurt, but the prince doesn't. And that's the idea. The mind, the prince, doesn't get hurt. It's the body that gets hurt. It's the body that gets disease. It's the body that is in poverty. It's the body. The mind isn't. So the body is the whipping boy of the mind. Interesting. Now here we have over here, through the five senses, you will notice on the little diagram that you create inside of you what you believe, your best guess, based upon your past experiences and your memories through your beliefs. So you create all your memories. All your memories are not what happened. Memories are not events. They are unique interpretation of the event based upon your belief system. So you create. Now in this case, it's just looks like another person, but it's not another person. It is your construction. And you construct with what you know. So you construct that other person with your stuff. It is constructed with your stuff. So now you take in information, and that's the infinite field of everything here. Energy. It's all energy. It's light and dark. It's quantum interacting fields that excite the senses, that cause you to take in information and create on the inside through what you believe your best guess as to what's outside. And your best guess is always related to your beliefs. That's all you know. You can't create outside of what you believe. You can't. You can't even think outside of what you believe. So your belief system is very powerful in determining the world that you have in all its aspects. So now, what do you do with that creation? Right here. You project it. Where do you project it? Onto the screen the screen, the infinite field of everything. You project that creation, which is your best guess through your beliefs as to what's out here. So what's out here is actually a reflection of what you believe. So if you have something out here that you, now see, these little figures here represent different aspects of yourself at different times based upon the information that's coming in. There's nothing out here. There is nothing out here except projections of what you create on the inside. So you think there's an outside world, and that when you look at it, see, this happens so fast. I mentioned that before. Now, this information comes to you through the senses. How am I going to put this? Right here. About 11 million bits of data per second. That's how fast all of your input, your sensory input comes to you. Most of it high-speed visual. But it comes in at around 11 million bits of data per second. Now you are taking it in here as raw data through your belief system, through what you believe, and you filter through the input to find what matches your beliefs. Now, the closest we can come so far as to how fast that operating speed is of the subconscious is around 450 billion bits of data per second. I'm sorry I ran out of room here. Bits of data per second. So the subconscious mind is working really fast. You are creating inside of you your best guess from that information. So that's why the subconscious mind can quickly go through all your beliefs, all your life experiences, and come up with its best guess as to what's outside of you. Now, the projection, though, is made by your conscious mind, not the subconscious. Your conscious mind. Why? The subconscious and the conscious don't speak the same language. And the subconscious mind, as I've said before, is very slow and small compared to the subconscious. Now, how small? A lot of tests. This is more accurate, what the conscious mind operates at. Easy to check. Subconscious mind, more difficult. Conscious mind operates at 100 bits per second. Now look at it. 400 billion bits of data per second. Conscious mind that tells you, and you believe it, what's going on. Conscious mind knows everything. It knows what's coming in, it knows this, it knows that. It's billions of times slower. Then the subconscious mind is creating what you believe is on the outside. The conscious mind can't keep up with it. It's too slow. And so all you get is the end result. And you never know, you never on a conscious level will know this system of filtering and generating what you believe is outside is happening so fast. Happening so fast. You won't believe it. You say, oh no, my conscious mind is telling. Your conscious mind can't tell you nothing, basically. And they did a lot of studies on a conscious mind. Subconscious, not too many. Your input data from your senses, quite a bit. Why? The conscious and the input data is just instruments. It's just how fast those instruments of data operate in the five senses. The conscious mind, easy to tell. Maximum 100 bits per second. Subconscious mind, 400 billion. And yet you, because you're living in an illusion and you believe the egoic world, you believe the conscious mind knows all and tells all. It doesn't know very little and tells you even less. So here we have you creating on the inside, very fast, very fast, very fast, projecting through the conscious mind onto the outside. And what are you projecting? Your inside creation. Now, this outside, what you think is a world, this outside is a mirror, a reflective surface of the screen that reflects back to you what you have created through your beliefs. So you think, and I've said this several times, you think you're seeing me as you look at your computer or your cell phone or your tablet or whatever you're looking at. You think you're seeing me. You're not. You are seeing your creation of the input data that matches your belief system. And you are projecting it right on top of me. And you say, oh, I see you. No, you don't. You see your creation of me. Now, why is this important? Well, we have to kind of tie this together. So let us look at A Course in Miracles and see what the Course says about this. And we're going to expand on it too. And here's what the Course says. What you acknowledge in your brother, you are acknowledging in yourself. And what you share is strengthened. What you acknowledge in your brother, you are acknowledging in yourself. Now take a look at the model again. If you see out here something disturbing in your interpretation of me, say, like I talk too loud, I can't hear too much, I don't say the right words, or something like that. I can't believe that guy, he's not very scientific. Whatever it is, whatever you see here is an aspect of yourself. It's an aspect of yourself. Now, you see it here as in your projection because you created it in there as part of you, as part of your interpretation of me, not of me. You never see me. You always see your interpretation. Oh, that's hard to get. So now if you don't want to see that attribute out here in your projection, you have to change it in your creation inside. And why is it the way it is? Because you believe the way you do. So you see me not as I am, but as a creation through your beliefs. What you think of me as I here is a mirror of what you're doing. Has nothing to do with me. So if you want this part, or me, whoever this is out here, to be something different, they're not going to change. They don't have to change because this is your creation. You have to change. You want something different out here, you have to change in there. Well, let's go on with this because this becomes very interesting. And it's this. No matter what you believe you're seeing outside of you, it is always your creation. What is out here is your creation. So you are seeing aspects of yourself reflecting back to you. Now, if you don't like them, these aren't going to change. Why aren't these going to change? Because you created them that way. You want something different out here? You got to change in there. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. What does that mean? Every aspect of your life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, are the way they are, not because of what's out here, but because of how you created it inside. The outside here does not have to do anything for you to have a different world. I'll say that again. The outside, me as an example, whoever I am here, if you don't like the way I talk or this or that or the other thing, I don't have to change here. Why? This is the way it is because you're the way you are through your beliefs. I'm a mirror of you. You want me to change? You have to change. Interesting. If you remember the last video, and I think I'll reference it up here, on manifesting, I have said many times, the manifesting technique, in order to give you a new world, or give you what you say you want, the manifesting technique The process is to change you. See, you think manifesting is to get something from the outside for nothing. No, it's not. If you follow the process, it is to change you. And when you change, you'll create something different here. Then your world that you think is here, this part will be different. Has nothing to do with this. This is just energy. It has to do with how you interpret the energy. If you interpret it negatively and project it, that projection, that negative projection, will fit this energy perfect. If you change and become more positive in your belief system and project it, that more positive picture or projection will fit perfectly in this infinite field of everything. It's not this out here that has to do anything for you to have a different world. It is you that have to change. Well, let's look at something else. Let's look at, that means that the world out here is a creation of the world in the inside world. The outside is a mirror or a reflection of what you're doing inside. If you have any kind of problem, illness, poverty, cancer, accident, whatever it is, including accidents, but that takes a little bit to explain. Why you're having this out here is because of what you're doing inside. Whatever the situation that is negative that shows up here, it's because of what you are doing, not because of what's going on out here. This is just energy. But it is the infinite field of everything. Everything is here. That's why no matter what you project, it's going to fit here. And you'll say, oh, it's outside, it's outside. There's nothing outside but energy. And this doesn't make sense in the egoic world. Because in the egoic world, everything is separate. Whatever's out here has no effect in there. This is just out here. It's separate from you. Until you understand our topic for today. It is this, is a mirror of your beliefs. If you want to mirror something different, you have to change your beliefs. Now, I put a lot in the description, so you might want to look at it. And here I made this comment. Pilgrim, the outside situation reflects you in all your various forms. You are the creator. To hide your responsibility prevents you from change. What do I mean by that? Well, who wants to take responsibility? I said, you know, what's out here is because of what you're doing in there. Oh, no, it's not. What's out here is separate from me. It has nothing to do with me. I'm just trying to survive this situation. If you don't change that idea, if you don't change that belief, you can't resolve the issues that you think are out here. They're not, no matter what they are. No matter how negative or how positive, it all depends on you and your belief system. Pilgrim, don't be fooled. You're on a journey. And you are taking a wrong turn if you believe that it is what's out here that is causing you to feel bad. It's not. You feel the way you do, you operate the way you do, you create the way you do because of the way you believe. Change your beliefs and you change your world. Period. If you change them positively, you're going to get positive results. If you change them negatively, what do you think you're going to get? If you have problems now, depression, anxiety, some form of illness, if you don't change your attitude, if you don't change positively, you're going to continue to get what you always got. So it's up to you to begin to change. And as we've talked about before, one of the best ways to do that is to recognize how powerful manifesting is. Unfortunately, not the way the egoic world has been telling you manifesting works. You have to change you. You have to change your beliefs. And when you do, you don't have to do nothing out here. It's all done inside. It's all part of how the mind operates. Be good to yourself. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time, right here in The Illusion. Bye now.